Kulusevski isn't. Kane's not. It's in field, looking for the run of Harry Kane. Nice little dink over the top. Kane has it. I find him. What can Son do? Son strikes. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to this brand new episode of my FIFA 22 Tottenham career mode. And if you did miss the previous episode, firstly, where have you been? It was a great episode. It was a jam-packed episode. We had 8 games in the previous episode, and I was so unfortunate. We won 7 of them, including a 3-0 win against Liverpool at home. Annoyingly, we were so close to winning all 8. We were 10 minutes away, winning 2-1 away at Southampton, and annoyingly, some shoddy defending ended up conceding a goal, and it finished 2-2. But it doesn't matter because of that good run of form. If we take a quick look at the standings, that has put us up into 3rd place. So you can see we do have a game in hand on City and Liverpool and United as well in the hunt for the top 4 places. Liverpool still lead, 4 points clear of us, with City 1 point ahead. But as I said, we do have a game in hand. So hopefully if we win that game in hand is against Nottingham Forest, then that will take us up into 2nd place. So if we take a quick look at the calendar and the agenda for this episode, so we've got 4 games to play. We've got Nottingham Forest away in the league, we've got Sheffield Wednesday away in the FA Cup, and then of course we've got 2 huge games, one at home against Arsenal and of course an away game against Chelsea. So what I think I'll do is I'll play the Nottingham Forest game, I'll sim the Sheffield Wednesday game, as that is a game that we should really be winning in the FA Cup, and then of course I will play the North London Derby, and of course I'll play the away league game against Chelsea. But before we get into the games, it is of course the 2nd of Jan, and that means it is the start of the January transfer window. So if I'm just going to go to my office, you will see that Ben Davies has obviously departed. We did sell him earlier on in one of the previous episodes outside of the window, so he's joined Lazio. I've got some youth players, Fagan Walcott, he's gone on loan. Got a loan offer from Manchester United for Lucas Moura, so that is going to be a no. And I've also got an offer for one of my younger goalkeepers from Santa Clara, 1.25 mil. I will accept that. I'm very, very happy with that. So, yep, that is all good. So, in terms of the January transfer window now, I was thinking initially I wanted to look for some attacking players because we did start the season pretty poorly from an attacking point of view. However, I actually think because of how poor we've been defensively, especially in the last couple of episodes, I'm actually going to prioritise my defence. Now, before I start looking at incomings, I've actually changed my mind again. Now, initially I was thinking about selling Japhet Tanganga, then I changed my mind, and I've changed my mind once again because I'm thinking about it. He does have a decent amount of potential. However, because FIFA 23 is only around the corner, this probably isn't going to be a career mode that lasts 5 or 10 series, or 5 or 10 seasons, sorry. So it's not really a player that I can wait for his potential to progress. So I think I'm going to stick him on the transfer list. So let's see whether or not I can get any offers for him. And the other person I'm going to stick on the transfer list is Ivan Perisic. Now Perisic is rated 79. For some reason, in real life, he's actually signed a 2-year contract with Spurs, but in this, he's only got 6 months remaining on his contract. For some reason, when I did the squad update, it obviously didn't update the 2-year contract. But either way, I'm going to stick him on the transfer list, so hopefully I can get some money from him before his contract expires in 6 months, but I'm not too confident on that. So definitely think the 2 positions I'm probably going to prioritise in this January transfer window is left-sided centre-back, as we have got rid of Ben Davies, and I'm hopefully going to be selling Japhet Tanganga, who I've been playing there, and also a left winger. Sorry, not a left winger, a left wing back, I should say, because at the moment, I did start off using Perisic out wide, rotating with Sessegnon, but he's kind of declined, especially physically, and now I've been using Lucas Moura there, and obviously he's a right winger, so he definitely should not be playing on that left-hand side. So before I started recording, I have done some legwork, and I've done some shortlisting for some players that I'm interested in. Now, as I said, I want to look for players that do have a decent overall rating to begin with, because I don't think this is going to be a particularly long series, obviously with FIFA 23 coming out. So I've prioritised players that are pretty much either in their prime or do already have, are young but do already have a decent overall rating. So at centre-back, I've got a few different options. I've got Hermoso, Hernandez, Bastoni, Kimpembe, and Gavardiol as well, and also Pau Torres and Indica as well. So those are kind of the left-sided centre-backs that I'm looking for. They're all left-footed. So I've got a few scout reports that I'm waiting on for Gavardiol, always struggling to say his name, and also Indica as well. So not going to make any moves until I get those. And then also from a left-back and left-wing-back position, I've got Gaia, I've got Hernandez, Guerrero, Bernat, Estupinian, Angelino, and Ben Chilwell. Bit of a controversial one for Ben Chilwell, obviously being at one of our rivals, but he does have a decent rating, and depending obviously on whether or not he's affordable, they're looking for about 53 to 76 mil. So might be just outside the transfer budget. We do have about 63 mil to spend, but yeah, I'm not going to make any decisions just yet. I'm going to wait for those scout reports to come in before I make any decisions on who I'm going to buy. And also, it's going to depend on whether or not I get any offers for either Perisic or Tanganga, because if I don't, then yeah, I perhaps will have too many players in my squad and won't need to replace them. But let's see what happens. Anyway, we're going to kick off. We're going to go straight into our first game. As I said, I am going to play this game against Nottingham Forest. So here we go. Let's have a look. I'm going to quickly go to team management, and I will fast forward and let you know what my starting lineup is. So here we go then. It is obviously the usual formation. The only real change, to be honest, from my normal first team is that I brought Jed Spence in for Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale suffering with quite a lot of fatigue, so thought I'd rotate for Jed Spence, and is going up against his old club Nottingham Forest, so maybe there might be some added motivation for him at Ivy Lane, because obviously they don't have Nottingham Forest Stadium here, so who knows. In terms of Nottingham Forest, they're going to match us up. They've got 3 at the back, 3 in midfield, Jesse Lingard in the cam position. So yeah, let's see how we get on. First game of the episode, here we go. So Nottingham Forest to kick us off here at Ivy Lane, obviously the fictional stadium. This is a must-win game. This is my game in hand, I think. So, as I said, if I win this, this takes me above City and keeps me very much in the hunt for the title, not just the top 4, but also the title as well. Don't really think I'm capable of winning the title this season. I don't think we have the squad really to compete with City and Liverpool in the second half of the season, but get a decent result here, and who knows. And it is a decent start. Son feeds through Højbjerg, not expecting him to be up there. In the box, it's 1-0 Tottenham. Thank you very much. What a start to this game. I said I needed a good start, and I've got a great start. Højbjerg making the run from deep in the centre of midfield. Lovely build-up play in the centre of the park. Heung-min Son plays a lovely through ball into Højbjerg. Didn't think he'd have the pace to get away from the defender, but he did. And he buries it in the top left-hand corner. That is a brilliant finish. That gives us the lead here. He is absolutely buzzing about it. So am I. 1-0 Tottenham. Give it to Lingard. Good tackle there from Romero to Højbjerg. Basuma now has it. Kane was making the run, but Kane does not have a lot of pace. And this man does have pace, but not enough pace. It was a little bit too heavy from Kulusevski. And I think that's Wayne Hennessy in goal. Was able to mop that one up pretty easily. So we do manage to get the ball back. Nottingham Forest not really starting this game too well, giving away quite a lot of easy balls. As I think Emerson, oh no, it was Jed Spence, sorry, he was offside. Kulusevski isn't. Kane's not. Plays it over the bar. That was a big chance. To be honest, I probably had enough time to actually drive into the box, but I thought I'd just take the shot on. And again, put too much power on it. I mentioned in previous episodes that I am putting a bit too much power in my shots. I've had quite a few times where I've either smashed the crossbar or blazed it over the bar. And clearly, I haven't learnt my lesson as Kane blazes a great chance to make it 2-0 over the bar. But here we go again. Basuma trying to play the ball through. Can't make it work. And Nottingham Forest will get it away with Omar Richards. Jed Spence not having the best start to this game. Eric Dyer almost getting done by Dennis there, but that is a good recovery challenge from him. And we get the ball clear. Højbjerg to Basuma. Basuma has space to run into here. Does he have the pace to run into? He does. Can I get this into the box? I can. That is a shocking cross. Sessegnon to Son. Son, nice footwork from him into Kane. Sessegnon is free. Sessegnon's in. Oh my word. Sessegnon wide. That is a brilliant, brilliant chance. Again, lovely build-up play. We are cutting Nottingham Forest apart here. I kicked the floor. I'm absolutely furious. Yeah, remains 1-0. Big chance. Another one goes begging. All over the shop at the back from Nottingham Forest, but they managed to get it clear, and this is a good chance for them. Dennis has it. What can he do with it? Gives it to Hwang. There's a run on the right-hand side from back. He plays it infield back to Dennis, to Hwang, to Lingard. Back has it now. Can we stop him getting across him? We can't. Eric Dyer gets the block in from Lingard, and it's going to be a Nottingham Forest corner. I did just say that they weren't putting a lot of pressure on us, but here we go. First corner of the game for Nottingham Forest. What can they do with this? They swing it in. Kane gets it away, back defending again like a true leader does. And that is a brilliant, brilliant tackle from Longley, but we can't get the ball clear. Dyer just boots it away there. Bit desperate defending there from him. Probably could have had a little bit more composure. And Nottingham Forest have a throw in a very good area here. Omar Richards has it, gives it back, tries to give it back to Omar Richards, but Romero reads that. That is a shoddy challenge. That is a terrible challenge, surely. Did he get anything off Romero? I don't really know what happened there, but Romero with a terrible pass back to Lloris. And now Nottingham Forest have a good corner. Kane, fortunately, gets that away. Can Dyer get there first? He can't. Kouyaté gets there first. Turns the man. Højbjerg is in there, and now we can counter. Kulusevski, poor ball to Son. Nottingham Forest now really putting the pressure on. Just when I said I was feeling comfortable, Davies has it. To back. Can Dyer get the challenge in? Weird challenge from Dyer, but he gets it done. Kulusevski now will get the ball clear to Heung-min Son. He's got Sessegnon running down the line. Sessegnon with the pace. Can he give this into Kane? Not enough on it. The pass was there, but the pass was not good enough. And Nottingham Forest can get this away once again. What can they do here? There's a man on down the line. Bentancur has no pace whatsoever. Back is in there, but he looks absolutely shattered. Takes it to the corner flag. Longley tried to block the cross, didn't. Lloris managed to hold it. I've thrown it out. What can Harry Kane do here? I'm going to try and play this ball over the top to Kulusevski. That is a great take. Can he give it to Son? He can. It's a poor ball, and that is poor from Son. I had time. That was poor from me, to be fair. I'm blaming Son. It's me who's controlling him. But I'd rather blame him than me. Ended up hitting it with his right foot. I tried to finesse that. I was hoping he was going to finesse it with his left, but the keeper made a bit of a meal there. And actually, we end up getting a corner, so hopefully we can do something decent here. I'm going to try and throw this in to the penalty spot. I do. Nottingham Forest just get it clear in the nick of time, but Jed Spence will win that. Son to Basuma, into Kulusevski. He's got Bentancur running behind. Gain control of the game though. That's good play from them. Davies, I've got to track the runner. I don't want him making the pass. He goes out wide. I can deal with that then. Lingard. He goes past Jed Spence. Nottingham Forest have got an opportunity. But Hugo Lloris holds that close to his chest. And I'm just now going to try and play for the clock. So Longley has it. Just going to try and keep hold of the ball here. Nothing silly. Bentancur to Longley. Romero has it. Now Dyer. Getting it out wide to Jed Spence. I said nothing silly, but fortunately, we did do something silly. Fortunately, the whistle blows, and that will be that for the first game of this episode. It's a 1-0 win against Nottingham Forest. To be honest, the way that Forest played in the first half, I thought we'd be able to get more from it, but it doesn't matter either way. It's 1-0 Spurs. Let's move on to our second game of the season second game of the episode against Sheffield Wednesday. So here we go then on to our second game of the episode, and it is of course the FA Cup game against Sheffield Wednesday. I'm going to sim this game, but before I do, let's just talk you through our starting 11. And as you can see, full rotation. I do have Arsenal and Chelsea coming up, so I want my first team fresh and ready for those games. So got Fraser Forster in goal, Sanchez Lacroix, and of course transfer listed Tanganga in central defence. Jed Spence is the only player who keeps his place because I need Emerson Royale back in time for Arsenal. And of course, again, transfer listed Ivan Perisic on the left-hand side, as I do not have anyone better to play there at the moment. We've got Skip Bentancur and Brian Hill in the centre, and Lucas Moura, and the returning Richarlison after his bruised leg injury. So, yeah, simmed game here. Pretty confident we should be getting a result. Let's see how we get on. And it is a brilliant, brilliant result. 4-0 away from home. Lucas, Skip, Brian, and a substitute appearance from Kane getting on the score sheet. Kane actually came on at half-time for Richarlison, so I'm hoping he hasn't picked up another injury. It doesn't look like there's any injury icon, so maybe that was just a tactical thing, I don't know. Maybe he's running low on fitness because he's just come back from injury. Who knows? Didn't really think that was a thing with FIFA, but maybe it is. 61% possession, 4-0 win, another solid victory. So on we go to game number 3, and it's the big one. It's the North London derby against Arsenal. Just before we start the game against Arsenal, we are going to go back to our transfer hub, as obviously because of the Ben Davies sale, we've now got 72.9 mil in the bank, and I've also got all of my scout reports back that I was waiting on, so I am able to now make a decision on what player I want to bring in. And he's 80 rated, that's not too bad, but that is only 79. Indika is the only one, Indika I should say, sorry, is the only one that I was waiting on. But actually, while I was waiting, my scouts were too slow. He has gone on to AC Milan, so yeah, going to remove him from the shortlist. That one is dead in the water. But as for the rest of them, all pretty much in the 80s, going to take him off. He's not good enough. Yeah, so I think it's time to make a transfer before the Arsenal game, and maybe we can get that player in the team before we play Arsenal. Now, I think I've still got Tanganga, and I still obviously have Perisic. Haven't been able to sell either of them. Perisic is definitely going at the end of the season. He's got 6 months left on his contract, and as I said, I am playing Lucas Moura at left wing back at the moment because I don't really have any other options. So I think at the moment, until I get more money in, I'm going to prioritise a left wing back, and it's just a question of which one I want to go for. So we've got 41 to 42 mil. He's 26. Sprint speed 85. That's not too bad. Theo Hernandez, he's the one I want to go for. He is the best one in terms of his default rating, but also he's got the highest potential. But 78 mil, that is above our transfer budget. I don't even think I'm going to bother because I don't think I'm going to be able to make that deal happen. Guerrero, 28. Got some decent stats, but actually, when I look at it in detail, his sprint speed is only 67, so he's out. So we've got Stupinian, 83. How much is he going to cost me? 29 mil to 41. So that's definitely an option. I've got Angelino. How much is he going to cost me? 49 to 69. And then I've got Ben Chilwell as well. So how much is he going to cost? 56. So I've got some decent options, but I think I'm going to go with Angelino. 25 years old, he's got, 75 sprint's not the best, but he's got decent acceleration, he's got all-round good attributes. Shooting is a bit wonky, but so is Ben Chilwell. He's actually got better shooting than Ben Chilwell does. Stupinian has terrible shooting. He's got better speed, he's younger, but overall he's not as good. He is a lot cheaper though. I think it's either between them or Gaia. 85, but he is a couple of years older. 50-50. You know what? I've changed my mind. I'm going to go with Jose Gaia from Valencia. If I can get him for 41 to 42, does he have... He doesn't have a... Well, he does have a release clause, but I'm definitely not going to pay that. Let's approach to buy him. Let's... no, begin negotiations with the club. Let's see what we can do. Here we go then. Let's go for the transfer fee. And I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to offer... You know what? I'm going to offer 41 mil. We're going to go in, fair negotiation, apply that. Actually, I'm going to go 41.5 because I think that's what they wanted. 41.5, submit offer. Let's see what you got. That's a reasonable offer. Let's get the paperwork done. Let's see if we can get this done before the Arsenal game. Here we go. Negotiate with the player. So here we go. Let's see how much money he wants. We've got a pretty decent wage budget, so I don't think it should be too much of a problem. He wants, that doesn't work, he wants to be certain to start every game. That is fine. Let's see, good progress. Gonna give him a 5-year deal. Let's see what he wants. That's what he wants. Happy days. Disregard release clause. We definitely do not want that. And then how much do you want? 92 mil. You know what? That is done. Happy days. There we go. So another signing on our books. Gaia at left wing back. He will replace the outgoing Ivan Perisic in 6 months if I can't get rid of him already. There we go. And hopefully he will be in the squad for the Arsenal game. But as it turns out, I now have a transfer offer for Tanganga. 11.7 mil from Ajax. But to be honest, I've only got, following that transfer, I've only got 30 mil in the bank. And if I take, let's say if I can get even 15 mil for Tanganga, that only leaves me with 45. And I think most of the centre-backs that I want to bring in are going to cost me more than that. So I'm kind of 50-50 now, whether or not I actually want to sell Tanganga. Hermoso, I could probably get him, to be fair, but he's 26 years old. Lucas Hernandez, maybe I could actually. Maybe I could. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go in for negotiation with Tanganga and let's see what I can get for him. Right, I'm going to aim for 15 mil. Whether I'm going to get that is another question. Proposed new transfer fees. They've gone 11.7. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in with 15 because I don't want to. No, I'll go 15.5 and see what they say. If it's too much, it's too much. It is what it is. Let's see what they think. Wow, 15.5 mil. Maybe I should have gone higher. That straight away, they've taken it. Wasn't expecting that. So with 15.5 mil, obviously I've got to wait to see if Tanganga accepts the contract offer from Ajax. That will give me, well, no, because they'll take some money back. So let's say that will give me about 40 mil. So, yeah, that's going to leave me a bit tight in terms of money and what I can get for some of these players. I've got Hermoso, 41. Maybe Bastoni, definitely not going to be able to get him. 51. Maybe 43. Let's see how much I can get from my board, and I can always try and shift some stuff around in terms of my wage budget. I think I've got a decent amount. Okay, I've got almost $1 million in my wage budget, so I should be able to move some stuff around. So let's see whether or not he takes that contract. But before we do, let's head over to the big one. Finally, let's go and play Arsenal. So here we go. It's the big one at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's the North London derby, our second North London derby of this career mode. It's against Arsenal, and as you can see, I've gone back to my usual starting 11 with one of obvious change. Gaia has come in for his debut against Arsenal. What a debut. What a time to come in. So he will replace Ryan Sessegnon, who drops to the bench. And as you can see with Arsenal, they've gone 4-4-1-1 with Gabriel Jesus up front on his own. So, yeah, going to be a very, very interesting and exciting game. So let's get going. So it's the big one, Arsenal to kick us off here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The second North London derby of the season. Let's see whether or not we can get another Kane worldie, unbelievable volley in the first game at the Emirates. Let's see whether or not we can get another one. But Arsenal starting off pretty well here, passing the ball round in midfield. Dyer tries to get the challenge in on Gabriel Jesus, doesn't manage to get it done. Gaping hole in our midfield. Thomas Partey there gets challenged by Basuma. How on earth was that a foul? But they take it quickly. Vieira has it, gives it back to Thomas Partey, who gives it to Saka. Sambi Lokonga in acres of space, but Dyer manages to intercept. And we will hopefully launch our own attack. Basuma to Højbjerg, looking for the run of Gaia. Finds him. What can he do here? Drives out on that left-hand side. Some decent pace from him. Whips this in. Poor ball in from him. Nothing doing. And Arsenal get it away. So Emerson Royale couldn't make the challenge on Emile Smith-Rowe. Lokonga will have it. Gabriel Jesus up front on his own in this 4-4-1-1 formation. Saka has it on the right-hand side. Bursting with pace. Can he get past Gaia? He can. Can he get the crossing? Can we stop him? We can get the crossing. Good defending. We can stop the cross, I should say. Good defending. What can Kulusevski do? Can he stop it? Cedric, no. Gives the ball to Jesus. Got to try and stop this ball getting into our 6-yard box. And that, I will take that all day long. I was going to say I didn't want the ball getting into our penalty area, but it was too late with that. Didn't want it going any further than that. Unfortunately, some good defending from Dyer. Woeful shot there. And it goes out for a goal kick. Arrow to Emerson Royale. To Kane dropping deep, who gives it to Højbjerg, looking for the run of Gaia again, finds him. Can he keep this one in? I think he's going to be able to. That is a weird cross, but Son managed to get the volley on it, and that is a top quality save from Ramsdale at the near post. There was a lot of power on that volley, to be fair. I didn't think he was going to be able to get that one away, but he did. Kulusevski has it now to Son. to Kane. Looking for the run out wide of Emerson Royale. Finds him. Looks for Kulusevski. Couldn't get there. Højbjerg will knock that down. Kane to Emerson Royale. He doesn't have any options. I thought I ran that out of play. But I didn't somehow. I thought that had gone out of play before he managed to get the cross in. But he did. So good stuff from Emerson Royale. But Arsenal now have it with Mario Rui. But now Gabriel Jesus going to try and go past Romero. Able to get past him. Can he get the cross in? He cannot. That is some weird play from Jesus. And it's a Tottenham throw. He runs a bit too far. And Arsenal have it now. We're open on this right-hand side. Saka. Gabriel Jesus with a good strike. Good save from Hugo Lloris. Big chance for Arsenal there. They've had two big chances already, to be fair, but they couldn't do anything with it. Some poor defending from us. Can we get this away? We can with Longley. And it will go out to Saka. Can he get the ball across? Gets it into Partey. Gabriel Jesus. That is surely a foul. It is. It's a foul on the edge of the box. Looks like Saka's going to take it. 23 yards out. Are they going to try and take this short? Go for the dummy. They're going to strike this. Hugo Lloris easily able to save. And hopefully we'll be able to launch our own attack. Longley gives that one away. It's poor from us once again. Gabriel Jesus have it. But Romero gets the challenge in. Got to have a bit more composure in this defence. We are struggling a little bit to get any sort of opportunities here. But Gaia in acres of space once again on this left-hand side. He's got Son. Kane in there. Kane! It's 1-0. 1-0 Tottenham. I thought it was Heung-min Son in there, but it wasn't. It's Harry Kane, and he absolutely smashes it into the top left-hand corner. Another great goal from Harry Kane. Jose Gaia gets his first assist. He's been running down that channel all half long. It's been a bit hit and miss in terms of the balls into the box, but he's managed to deliver a fantastic ball to an unmarked Harry Kane, who lashes it into the top left-hand corner. And we lead again here in the North London derby. And it's 1-0 Tottenham. Thought he was going to lose that then, but he didn't, fortunately. Trying to look for the ball for Emerson Royale. Easily read by Mario Rui. And what can he do on this left-hand side? Not a lot, as they give it away. Harry Kane looking for the run of Emerson Royale. Finds him. Can we get across into the box? We can. It's not a very good one, but Emerson Royale wins it back. Gives it to Harry Kane. Am I going to strike? I am. And that is a brilliant, brilliant goal. Harry Kane, with his second of the game, makes it 2-0 to Tottenham. I was 50-50 about whether or not I was going to strike or try and look for a ball in, or a ball across, to my left back. But he came into the box, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to strike this one. And it is a brilliant strike from Harry Kane. Maybe the run, it was the run of Son actually, maybe caught Ramsdale off guard, I don't really know. But either way, we get the ball in the back of the net. It's Harry Kane's second, it's Tottenham's second. It's Arsenal 0, Tottenham 2. Dyer has it to Longley. Out wide, looking for Gaia, who's unmarked. What can he do here? Gives it to Son. Back to Gaia, looking for the ball into Kane. Kane gets there first. Great save from Ramsdale. What on earth happened there? Kane, man, that is a horrendous challenge from Vieira. Horrendous challenge. Højbjerg to Kulusevski. Kulusevski, another, well, that was a good challenge, to be fair, from Thomas Partey. And Arsenal get it clear. It's Saka here, out wide on this right-hand side. What can he do? Absolutely nothing. Runs it out of play. Basuma has it. Looking for the run of Emerson Royale. Finds the run of Emerson Royale. What can I do here? Bring this in field. Looking for the run of Harry Kane. Nice little dink over the top. Kane has it. Oh, he's so close to his hat-trick. He really is close to his hat-trick. He had a great opportunity there. Another brilliant, brilliant stop from Ramsdale, but we're getting closer. 15 minutes left here. We've got a corner. Heung-min Son going to throw this one in. Kane is in the centre, but Ramsdale collects that one pretty easily. Crowded out there in the end, and Arsenal get that away. Mohamed El-Neni to Vieira. What can Arsenal do here? Driving through the middle. That is some good stuff. Can they play the ball in? They can. That is poor defending from us. It's Fabio Vieira with the goal. Arsenal back in this with 10 minutes remaining. That is poor from us. Really, really poor. Great play in the centre. I'm not sure who it was that was doing that, but either way, good ball past Dyer. Straight into the back of the net. Vieira gets his first goal in 5 matches. 2-1 here. Got to keep our heads. About 8 minutes remaining. What can Arsenal do? Too long, Lay. Surely we're going to be able to see this one out. I'm literally just playing keep ball, trying to play this across the back line. And we do see it out. It's going to end 2-1. It's the second win this season over Arsenal. We do the double in the North London derby. 2-1 here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's another win this episode. It's our third win this episode. That gives us some fantastic momentum heading into the away game against Chelsea. Big win here. 2-1 here against Arsenal. Thank you very much. So on to Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. You can see from my lineup I've made a couple of changes. Lacroix comes in for Dyer in the centre of defence. Dyer struggling a little bit with fatigue. And Kulusevski as well. He goes out onto the bench for Brian Hill. He's also suffering from a bit of fatigue. Dyer keeps his position at left wing back following a great debut against Arsenal. And as for Chelsea, you can see they've matched us formation. They've matched us man for man. 3 at the back, 3 in midfield with that Cam. And obviously Aubameyang and Havertz up front for them. Let's see what we can do at Stamford Bridge. I've got a feeling this is going to be a very tough game. One of the hardest games we're going to play this season. But hopefully we've got 3 wins on the bounce. Let's see if we can keep the momentum. Let's see if we can pick up the 4th. Here we go. Bit of a dodgy challenge there from Havertz. Gaia gives it to Son. Gives it to Kane. Looking for the run of Emerson Royale out wide. Finds him. Can we get the ball in? We can. Just too far. Did the defender get enough on that for a corner? He did. So we will win a corner from that. Pretty surprised. Son's going to try and whip this one in with some power into Brian Hill. Why is Brian Hill the man that is whipped into? He's the smallest man on the pitch again. But Brian Hill has it. Looking for the run of our centre-back. But goes straight to Mendy. And Chelsea will get this away. Can't do much. Good defending from Longley. And we get this ball away. Brian Hill gives it back to Gaia. Has some space to run into here. I'm going to look for the run of Heung-min Son. I find him. What can Son do? Son strikes! Good save from Mendy. That was a big opportunity there. Kane, he was double marked in the box. I couldn't really play the ball across to him. I tried to play it across Mendy, but actually ended up going there down the near post. We will get a corner from it. What can we do? I'm going to try and swing this in. Aim for Kane rather than the penalty spot, but Kane runs away from it. And he won't get there. And Chelsea will clear. Havertz has it. Looking for the run of Aubameyang. Trying to play offside. He manages to give it to Kante. What can he do with it here? He brings it back in. That is a good ball. And that is 1-0 Chelsea. A brilliant, brilliant finish after a brilliant ball from Kante. Keeps or catches our defence napping. Chelsea lead here at Stamford Bridge 1-0. And I can't even complain. That is a brilliant, brilliant ball from Kante. And what a finish. That is a great finish on the volley. Past Lloris at the near post. Could Lloris have done better? Let's see in the replay. Maybe. Yeah, he probably could have done better. Needs to guard that near post a little bit better. But annoyingly, Chelsea take the lead here at Stamford Bridge. It's 1-0. Brian will take this down. That is a foul. But we play on. Are we going to get the advantage? Yes, we are. No, we're not. So it's going to be a free kick. Son takes that to Højbjerg. Strikes it over the bar. Good strike from Højbjerg. I'm not particularly good at free kicks, so I wanted to play that short. That was a great strike. And again, putting too much power on it. Just a little bit less power. That would have nestled in the back of the net. Basuma to Son to Kane. Looking for the run of Gaia. Can I find him? I do find him. I'm going to try and get this ball across. Basuma's in there. Can't get it under control. And Chelsea will get this away, but they don't get it away. Harry Kane wins that back from Alonso to Emerson Royale. Finds Højbjerg. Højbjerg looking for Brian Hill. It's a poor ball from him. Gaia will have it now. I'm going to try and drive this out wide, see if I can get this ball whipped in. I do. Harry Kane's there. Not good enough in the end. And Mendy will collect it easily. Oh, that's a great ball through. Sterling has it. What can we do here? Can we defend? We can't. That is so poor. Unfortunately, it is a great save from Hugo Lloris. Sterling just waltzed through our defence there. Easy did it. And Aubameyang's going to come off for Dries Mertens. So, yeah, this is my last throw of the dice here. I'm making a triple substitution. Kane, Brian Hill, and also Longley coming off. I'm going to go with 3 up front. Sterling. And it's another Chelsea goal. It's 2-0. And I think it's too little, too late for me. just as I make the substitution, some more dodgy defending. Gaia there couldn't get the ball away. It was threaded through, and Chelsea get the second goal. And I think with 10 minutes left, that is game over. Harry Kane was my best attacking threat, but I've had to take him off because he's got so much fatigue, he can barely run. But yeah, annoyingly, Chelsea now lead. I've got Richarlison, Son and Lucas Moura up front. I've brought Kulusevski on as well. What can we do here with 10 minutes left? 2-0 Chelsea, 3 minutes plus stoppage time left. I think this game might be beyond us, but Lucas Moura manages to pick that up just on the edge of his box. I'm going to try and drive forward here with Lucas Moura. He's got the pace, drives forward. Great stuff from him. Trying to play this in. It's a poor ball. Can I get this back in the box? I can. It's a poor ball again from Lucas Moura. I didn't really want to play that chip cross. I was trying to play it low and hard. But it didn't work out. And this game has not worked out at all from us. We failed to score. Chelsea put 2 past us. It's an easy fixture from them. We had some decent chances. You can see in this replay, Heung-min Son arguably with the best chance of the game. But it ends 2-0 Chelsea. And it's another loss for Spurs. And I wonder what impact that will have on the Premier League standings. And as you can see, we missed the opportunity to go past Manchester City. We're now level on games played with them. But we are 1 point behind with 47 to their 48. Liverpool still lead the way, 51 points. But we are 6 points clear of Manchester United in 4th place. So, yeah, hopefully, with the positive results prior to the Chelsea game, that's given us some breathing room ahead of Manchester United. You've got Aston Villa in 5th, West Ham up to 6th, with Arsenal in 7th, and Chelsea all the way down in 9th, with Wolves ahead of them in 8th place. I don't know what's going on with Chelsea. They're actually really good against us, so maybe that was an anomaly for them. I don't really know, but let's go further down. You'll see Crystal Palace in 18th, Nottingham Forest in 19th, and Leeds United in 20th. Leicester City were hovering in the relegation zone for quite some time, but they've managed to get themselves out. They're up into 15th and look pretty certain now to get out of it, although they are actually only 2 points away from the relegation zone, so maybe I spoke too soon with that. But in other news, we do actually have another game. Because we've won the game against Sheffield Wednesday, we have now another game in the FA Cup. It's away to West Brom. I will sim that. So let's see how we get on against West Brom. So this will be the last game of this episode, and it's another FA Cup game, and it's at West Brom at the Hawthorns. As you can see, I've made some changes to our starting 11. Still stuck with Longley, Dyer and Romero at the back, but I've got Spence and Sessegnon who have come in the wing-back positions. Giving Skip and Bentancur a run out in midfield, and you can see Kulusevski in that cam position with Kane partnered by Richarlison for Son, who drops to the bench. So let's see how we get on in this quick sim. And annoyingly, we can't get the job done. It's 2-2 at the Hawthorns against West Brom. They've obviously made it very difficult for us, and as you can see, they made it very difficult for us. They were actually winning 2-1 with 20 minutes remaining. Kane gets us out of a bit of a trouble with a goal in the 77th minute. So they'll take a replay back to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Annoyingly, we couldn't get the job done, and that is another game in the fixture list that we could have done without. But we're not out of the FA Cup. We are still in it. Our objective is to win it, so we're still in with a shot of doing it. And now we are at the end of the month. It is transfer deadline day, and annoyingly, I did manage to get a decent offer for Tanganga earlier on in the episode, but he did actually turn down the contract from Ajax. I've got an offer here from Harvey White. Short-term loan offer, yeah, I'll take that, no problem. As I was saying, I did get a decent offer for Tanganga from Ajax. He turned down the contract. I did also, in the meantime, actually get a couple of different offers from a few different teams, but annoyingly, we couldn't negotiate a decent deal. So I do still have Tanganga, and unless I'm able to sell him, I'm not going to be bringing in any more players. So I'm going to count down now to see whether or not I can get any further offers in. For any of those eagle-eyed viewers, you can see that Dybala has actually joined Chelsea for 95.6 mil. So that is a huge sum of money for Chelsea. Well, not really for Chelsea, but it's a huge sum of money for Juventus, and it's a huge sum of money for him. Davinson Sanchez, 2-year loan deal. I will reject that, as I still need him as backup. You can also see got a couple of offers for Højbjerg, one of those from Real Madrid. They tried to do a swap deal for a 36-year-old Luka Modric, which, to be fair, I was actually tempted with, but I've decided Højbjerg is my best central midfielder, so I don't want to sell him. They did offer me about 40 mil. but I think I definitely need more money if I want to try and sell him. Dominic Calvert-Lewin going to Lazio for 45 mil. That is a big transfer there. Looks like Man City are also going to be doing some deals. No, it's not. It's just them winning against their rivals. And that is that. We've got 1 hour left, but with that, I don't think we're going to be getting any offers from any of our players. So I'm going to cycle through here, see whether or not there were any incomings or big transfers. Arsenal bringing in a couple of players for 28.4 mil. No players out, nothing from Aston Villa, nothing from Brentford. Brighton bringing in a few players for 30.6 mil. Chelsea, huge sum, as I said, for Dybala, getting rid of Azpilicueta as well. Fofana coming in for Crystal Palace. So I did transfer Fofana to Chelsea, obviously, and now obviously he's coming in for Palace. Maybe he's on loan because surely they wouldn't sell him for such a small fee. Calvert-Lewin going from Everton. Nothing really major from Leeds or from Fulham. Leicester City, nothing huge for them. Nothing too big from Liverpool either. Man City bringing in Never for 23 mil, not selling anyone. United, not really any big deals from them. So not really too many big deals in January. Southampton bringing in Dahoud for 25.2 mil. We sell Bennett, he's one of our younger players, for 1.5 mil. We do bring in Gaia, obviously the big transfer for us. Paredes bringing in for West Ham. So not really too many big deals happening on transfer deadline day. The biggest one really is Dybala for 95.6 mil. And as for us, not really able to get rid of Perisic, not able to get rid of Japhet Tanganga either. So bit of a quiet one for the January transfer window. And so there we have it. That is the end of another episode here on my Tottenham career mode. A jam-packed episode, January transfer window, some decent results, beating Arsenal, beating Nottingham Forest, beating Sheffield Wednesday, and obviously we've got the cup replay against West Bromwich Albion. That will be the first game of the next episode. Unfortunately, Chelsea losing to them away, so that was a disappointing result against them. But for the next episode, we've got West Brom, we've got Southampton, a lot more games. We've got Wolves, we've got Manchester City. That is a huge game that I will definitely play. And of course, we are away at Leeds. So one or two of those games I might sim the West Brom game, might sim either the Southampton or maybe the Wolves game, not too sure yet. But thank you everyone for watching this episode. It was a productive episode in terms of the league, not as productive as I would have hoped, but we did get some decent results and we've put some decent points between us and Manchester United. But on to the next episode we go. If you did enjoy this episode, please feel free to like and subscribe. It will do the channel a world of good, and hopefully I will see you at the next episode. Thanks everyone for watching.